they'll never have to see it. They will never have to fight the battle. Daddy had to beat it. I'll always be there for them anytime I'm ever needed. Even when I'm dead and gone, they're still using what I teach them. On the road long distance, and I'm striking just to see them. In the dark, then you pouring out my heart just to feed them. A music man chained up, searching for the freedom to let me fly away. Days run together, nights are so long. Gotta get it in before I make it back home. Either way, gonna leave my mark. Rolling stone, making moves while they dancing in the dark. Am I just another music man, holding the world in the palm of my hands? I can see it in my children's eyes, living on through what I leave behind. Every day I make a mark of what I leave behind in their eyes. Yeah, short days, long nights, blowing pine to clear my mind. Way of the world, getting trying to bury me alive. Clawing at the coffin top till I see the sunlight. Posted summers in the country, all I need is one mic, one verse, one chance to leave a mark. Cell phone blowing up, cause we climbing up the charts. Pulling lyrics from the soul, fueling fire as hell hoes. Swerving in and out lanes, trying to dodge a pothole. My little girl's getting big, damn how she's grown. Reflection in her eyes, thinking where's all the time gone. 1,000 miles away, grinding hard to put my family on. When I'm dead and gone, play a song to bring me home. Days run together, nights are so long. Gotta get it in before I make it back home. Either way, gonna leave my mark. Rolling stone, making moves while they dancing in the dark. Am I just another music man, holding the world in the palm of my hands? I can see it in my children's eyes, living on through what I leave behind. Every day I make a mark of what I leave behind in their eyes. I keep on pushing ahead for what I leave behind.
From the haunted backwoods of America and live from the G&D Show studios, this is your GhostMan and Demonhunter show.
Doesn't that sound exciting to you?
Oh my goodness, little brother! It is Sunday night, listeners around the world. Hey, tula-rula-lula. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, Sean and Migora, you seem to be already hitting the yell there.
Thank you to Jameson's Irish Whiskey and a little bit of Sierra Nevada. We got to get into that next time. Hey, listeners around the world, it's ready to go down tonight on your G&D show. Thank you for joining us on what's sure to be another great episode of your G&D show. I just said that. Hello. Welcome back to studio. This is it, man.
This is it?
Huh?
Wait, live? We're on the air.
I don't know. Are we on the air?
I don't know.
Well, I thought this was a practice run. But it is Sunday night, everybody, because I can smell it in the air. I always smell the funk. Yeah? As we say, GhostMan and Demonhunter show, a show for the strange, the weird, with some stank on it. That's what we got, baby. That's
I can always smell your funk, Sean. I'm 1,000 miles away. I can smell your funk.
But today, my brother's a very special day in the G&D show studios, especially for the GhostMan. Because... Why, Demonhunter?
Because it's International or National Drinking Day?
Well, I wish it was, but yeah, it's St. Patty's Day, everybody. That's why I was trying to sing Tula-roo-la-roo-la.
Yeah.
Tula-roo-la-ra. That's the sound. Come on, Demonhunter.
Oh.
Of an Irish lullaby. Yeah. Woo. Hey, I was checking that. Everybody like that? Hey. You want me to do it again? Tula-roo-la-roo-la.
Why? Why do you do it?
You don't know. You don't know talent. I think everybody out there loves this, man. Huh?
I choked on that.
You choked on the talent?
I was choking on those words. Sorry.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't choke on. When
you're around, nobody chokes, Sean. Don't worry.
You know, it was funny because when we were on the road filming, remember that we were called the talent. Actually, they had.
At least that's what the contract said.
I kept laughing. You know, we'd go somewhere and they'd be like, "Bring in the talent, bring in the talent." But hey, I was singing real. Everybody loved it. Listen, they loved it here. And thank you, everybody. Yes. That's right.
Yeah.
I couldn't find that.
It's nice to have applause in a bottle, Sean.
Hey, listen to this sound, Demonhunter. Listen. You know what that sound is?
I have no idea what that sound is.
Listeners around the world, can you guess what this sound is? No, it's not me playing with myself. This is the sound of the G&D show Magic 8 Ball. Broken. It's a broken Magic 8 Ball. Minutes before the show. I came down, Demonhunter. I was in the studio here, and I said,
8 Ball just before the show.
Magic 8 Ball, will we have a great show tonight? And I shook it, and I looked at it, and it was blacks. That's our future, man. That is our future.
We need to contact the Professor Slim King and ask about that.
We need to get him, see what he says.
I'll be a moron.
No, I won't, sir. But on that note, Demonhunter.
On that note, how's your week, Sean? How's your week been going? I know it's been a busy week, so I want to know, how's it been going?
My week's been doing pretty good, but do you want to introduce the guest for tonight first?
That's your job.
Do I? I know, and I let it pass. Okay, guys, without further ado, tonight's guest from the hit television show, The Walking Dead. That's right, guys, Michael Rooker. The Rookman's in the house, baby. Get ready. Right? Michael Rooker, an American film actor known for his don't mess with me attitude. Mike's brought excitement, terror for years to the silver screen. Most recently, he's known for the AMC's Walking Dead, of course, guys, but he's going to be stopping by your G&D show studio to tear stuff up. This is it, man. It goes down tonight.
Walking Dead?
Walking Dead. You never heard of it?
Never heard of it. What? It's a TV show?
It's a TV show, but this is it. The Rooker. He's in-house.
What
tonight.
kind of title is that? Walking Dead.
It's a great show. You should check it out. Matter of fact, tonight, now this is a big one for us because Mike's going to be on the show tonight. Literally, we'll be getting off the air with Mike, talking to him a little bit after the show. 15 minutes before The Walking Dead, and 2 days before his video game is released, The Walking Dead Survival Instincts.
Anybody who's listening to the show for the first time tonight, I can't imagine why they'd be listening to us for the first time tonight just because we have Michael Rooker on. But I am joking. I do know the show, folks. We changed our time from 9 to 7 so we could be done with the show in time to go watch The Walking Dead. So it's, yeah, I know what Sean's talking about.
But that's it, man. Michael Rooker, if you guys aren't getting excited about that, then you don't have a pulse, baby. Plus, it's St. Patty's Day. That is our St. Patty's Day gift to you.
You know, Sean, St. Patrick was Italian.
You know, I just found that out today. I dare you say that, sir, but he wasn't. He wasn't Italian. I didn't find that out today. No, sir. Go ahead, though, with your lies.
No, it's absolutely true. He came to Ireland to help spread the word of God, and in the work he was doing, chased or killed all the Celts, and that was how he got the title of Pigs out of Ireland.
Right.
So you're actually drinking a toast to the guy who, like, pretty much destroyed the religion of your people.
Now, I read, my people, let my people go, the Irish. Hey, I read somewhere that Patrick, the saint, the big man, was from Scotland, sir. He was from Kilpatrick, Scotland, to be exact. What do you think about that? Huh?
I think that is revisionist history.
What do you think about it? You think...
I think it's revisionist history.
I don't think so, sir. I think that you're a communist. Okay, listen. Let's ask the Magic 8 Ball. Oh, that's right.
Never mind.
Magic 8 Ball. Oh, man. Hey, who we got in the chat room tonight, little brother? What's going down with them?
You know what? That's the problem with this chat room. I can no longer see who's in.
You can't see who's in there?
We got several friends who I don't know who they are, including Ustream Bot.
Ustream Bot. What's
Apparently they're monitoring us tonight.
We're getting monitored, baby. That's how G&D Show wrote. We've been getting monitored for, what, 6 years now?
We aren't logged in, and we've got our usual, we've got Jerry, Scary Jerry and his Jerry Gypsy.
Scary Jerry.
Ghost Chaser, and we've got Nitro Jill, and the guest numbers just keep popping up, so that's just going to get bigger and bigger as we go.
You think so? Well, they must be tuning in before Rooker comes on to check us out.
Before Rooker, we're going to crash the server.
Right.
But
they must be checking us out before Rooker gets here. They don't want to.
Hey, I've got news for you this week. What's going on in my life?
Yeah.
Chrissy P, my wonderful wife, you know her. She used to be a regular on the show. Went down to celebrate Edgar Allan Poe in Baltimore this weekend at a Amontillado tasting.
Did she really?
She did. Entered a few raffles, won a few raffles, and one of the things she is bringing home with her tonight to put in my house on my shelf.
Eggs and beans!
No. Better than that.
Yes.
Is a piece of the wall from Edgar Allan's writing room in his house in Baltimore.
What? I knew they just closed it down. What are they selling? They tearing the house apart now?
The people who run the Baltimore Society for Edgar Allan Poe are trying to keep the house alive, and they were raffling off a piece of the house, and Chrissy won it.
Jesus, man! They're trying to save it by dismantling it. Mantling.
Hey, if you can cut a 3x4 square out and give away like 21-inch squares or whatever and make some money for it, all for it, people. Put some plaster over it when you're done. That's all I ask. And, hey, Sean and I are huge supporters of Edgar Allan Poe.
Don't be a moron.
Right. I love Edgar Allan Poe.
Why are you calling me a moron if
I'm
you
not.
love Edgar Allan Poe?
I didn't say that.
Don't be a moron.
No, but we love. Hey, we was actually thinking.
It's been a long time on this show, Sean, since I called you a miserable slut, and we're getting really close to it right now.
Did you just call me a miserable slut? That's terrible. You need to act more professional, sure, when we have such a huge American film star such as.
I'm already getting ready for the bleeper. We're having Michael Rooker on. Are you kidding me?
Now let you just drop them pants.
Go on and drop them. Hey, beer of the week, guys. It's what I got here in studio. I could smell it. Oh, man, it's such a good fragrance.
Smell it from here.
They should make a cat. Yeah, that's the microphone. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Thank you, Sierra Nevada, for your luscious,
I will have you know,
fulfilling
Sean, that
taste.
besides my usual tobacco that I buy at Butthead's Tobacco Emporium.
Inspiring millions of women to sleep with me. Thank you.
Yes. I actually do have a beer of the week with me this week.
You do?
I do.
Oh, my God. Listen to this, Demon Hunter. Happy St. Patty's
Patty's
Day.
Day.
Ready? Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. I'm listening. Go ahead.
I can't do that because I have a growler next to me.
Oh, that's right. You've been doing it the big boy style.
The big boy's house. I have Berkshire Brewing Company's growler here. So I'll be, by the time Mike comes on, he's not going to pick up the phone if he's listening. Oh my God!
He's gonna be like, "Who are these guys, man?"
Funny, funny queer.
Thank you, Sling Blade. Appreciate it, man. Sling Blade. He likes to join in on the show every once in a while.
We show every week with Sling Blade, everybody.
He's my idol.
Hey, what's Sean Burris like? I'm gonna say I do a show every week with Sling Blade.
We do it every week. Herman, what do you got to say about it? Oh, I choked on my own spit, Demon Hunter. That's terrible. But yeah, there's nothing been going on tonight, man. As true G&D show fashion,
It's been a crazy week. We've been getting ready for this show all week. I gotta admit, we did a little more this week than we've done in the past.
We have. We laid out the red carpet. Hey, special thanks to Amy and Juliet from the Michael Rooker Online site and Mike himself and all the PR people that works with the Rookers. The Rooker Online, baby, because they totally helped us PR everything. And we're going to step back in the shadows and knock it out tonight, Demon Hunter. Yeah!
Let's throw this out there, too, for folks. You know, if you want to follow Mike on Twitter, you can do it at Rooker Online.
Get your twat on. Twitter. Twatting.
You're going to make me start bleeping stuff already. My gosh. No more beer of the week for you. No more. No beer for you.
I've had too many.
But no, at Rooker Online, you can go on, follow him on Twitter, and of course, if you do that, and if you do,
what happens then?
You can also find Michael Rooker Online right there, the link, and you can go to his website, where you will see the GhostMan and Demonhunter right up there on the page.
Yeah, you see us up there.
On archive, we might be gone by then.
Have you seen my...
Stop!
I can't do it. I can't.
Playing the clips and actually talk for a change. We have one of the biggest guests we've ever had on, and you're playing clips. Talk to me, dang.
I can't do it. I got to play clips. That's my skill level. Hey, listen, everybody. Special thanks to our band tonight, our showcase band. That's Twang and Round from ReverbNation.com. Check them out, guys. ReverbNation.com. Twang and Round. Those guys are good friends of the show, actually, Demon Hunter.
Well, they are, Sean. They've been helping us out. They've been sending us music. I just have one thing to say. We have 2 minutes left to talk about anything we did this week.
Okay. Well, I just pretty much cleared it up in a minute and a half, so so we got extra time, baby. What do you want to do? We'll go swimming? We'll go to hot tub? Woo! No, but like you said, we've been working all week in studio trying to get everything going on, and
we've got a lot of new Facebook fans now due to the fact that we've been promoting this event.
Yeah, the Rooker Nation meets the G&D Nation, guys. But this was our special gift to you. We spoke to Mike, and we got his people to get him on the show, and we figured out, hey, man, you're not going to get this anywhere else in America, guys. Mike Rooker, star of The Walking Dead, 5 minutes or 15 minutes right before it premieres. And 2 days, guys, let me remind you, 2 days. I said this already once. I'm going to say it again. 2 days before The Walking Dead Survival Instincts released in all GameStops and video game stores around the world. So
I couldn't believe when I went out looking for Michael Rooker Facebook pages and stuff, how many there were out there, man. A bunch of them were in Spanish. I couldn't even understand what they were saying. I still posted our information.
I don't know what the 8-Ball says on the matter. I don't know. But it's out there. Yeah, a lot of fan clubs, man. Mike's been around for a long time. We'll talk about that later when Mike comes on. We got a bunch of questions. Guys, if you do have questions for Mike, I don't know if we're going to get to them tonight. Make sure you put them in chat. We are monitoring. We got people in there monitoring the stuff. Scary Jerry's looking at it, some other people. If you do find the questions, guys, and you're in the site, make sure you get them to us as soon as you can. If not, sorry, guys, we'll miss your questions. But we got some good ones for him, so we got some good ones. So what are we doing now first, Stephen Hunter? You want to do In the News, buddy, or are we going to do the other stuff first? What do you want to do? You want to do news for everybody?
Well, I suppose news would be a good way to get started.
All right.
But, Sean, I got one thing going on here. People are in the chat room saying, some people are asking what's going on. They can't hear the show or anything like that. I kind of see it going on there. Let me take a look there. I want to make sure we're broadcasting properly before we get going tonight.
Okay. They should be able to hear it where mics are hot. We're going out there, buddy.
Hey, everybody in the chat room, you hear us okay before we keep going?
Hello. Anybody hear us?
Apparently they didn't hear us a moment ago, but now they do.
Wow, isn't that a quinky dink? We've done a half a show now, guys, and you haven't heard nothing. Yay.
It'll be on archive. What can we do?
That's right. It'll be on archives, guys. You guys can check it out later. Once again, if you don't know, this is the GhostMan and Demonhunter radio show. We're back in the shadows tonight. Special guest, Michael Rooker. Rooker Nation.
And everything's going on, and we've said thank you to everybody. We spent way too much time thanking everybody.
Twang and Round for the music tonight, our affiliates, Midnight Syndicate.
Now let's get on to what we need next, and that's to hit some of the news, Sean.
We had to pay the bills, baby. G&D in the news. It's hot. It's exciting, y'all. It's fresh. Hot off the presses. Hot off the presses. It's live, guys, right?
Precious, give me back my dog.
Now.
Skin. I don't know.
See? I don't know either.
Anyway.
That was your cue on the news, baby. Yeah.
G&D in the news.
They probably couldn't hear us before.
Norway. Things are getting a little crazy in Norway, Sean.
Oh. Are they getting crazy? I thought they were already crazy in Norway.
A Norway teacher fired after children taste her blood.
Ooh.
From Reuters, I get the information that a Norwegian kindergarten teacher was fired this week, actually last week, after she brought a vial of her own blood to class and allowed the children to touch and taste it.
It's got a lot of iron in it, man.
Oh. The head teacher of the kindergarten said on Friday, the teacher in Sola, in Norway, West Coast, brought in a sample of her own blood that was taken earlier that day and put it on a plate for the children to see.
Do you ever see how hot the Norwegian women are?
The children are ages between the ages of 3 and 6.
3 and 6?
3 and 6.
Was she a hot nanny, though?
I don't know, Sean.
No pictures.
The children asked if they could touch it and see what it felt like. She allowed them.
Touch the blood?
They wanted to touch the blood. This is what Inger Lisa Suman Anderson told Reuters.
Yeah.
Good name. Good Irish name there for St. Patty's Day.
That's right.
But then they asked how to get it off their fingers. So she put her finger in her mouth
That's
and
hot.
licked it off.
Oh.
Children followed suit.
Oh.
The parents were mortified, shaken, and shocked.
That's mind-numbing. How could she do that?
The teacher, a temporary employee.
Hold on, Demon Hunter, real quick. Hold on. I need you to do one favor for me. Say she put it in her mouth and licked it off. Again, but say it slow. Say it slow and...
For you, Sean.
Read that part over.
A temporary employee who had been tested for AIDS and hepatitis B following the incident. Reuters has not yet gotten the results of the tests back.
Yeah.
So basically, Norway is now full of kindergarten vampires, Sean.
Now,
What I get from this story, Norway is full of kindergarten vampires.
was this... couldn't we be sued over that? Was this chick authentic vampire?
You think Norway is going to sue us?
I think they are. Oh, that'd be a lot of PR.
Do you think Norway has the money to sue us?
I think they get more money than we do. We do a free internet show, man. Broadcast, baby. Broadcast. Don't you think they could sue us?
Probably.
Okay.
But I'm just telling you made me do it.
Hey, did you hear this one, Demon Hunter? Fresh from the G&D show vaults. Not really, guys. It comes from Odd News. Titanic band leader's violin was authenticated this week. You hear about this?
I did hear about this.
They found a violin, at the, here in the southern states, we call it the fiddle. But for you uppities, it's a violin. But they did. They found one of these, Demon Hunter.
Fiddle is technically a German term. Thank you very much.
Hey, listen. You want to... You come out in my part of the mountain, and we'll show you. No, Titanic band leaders, violin authenticated. Here we go, guys. England, March 15th, out of the UPI, the violin played by a bandmaster as the Titanic sank in the Atlantic Ocean in 1912 has been verified as authentic. That's what the experts in Britain say. The instrument which bandmaster Wallace Hartley used to lead the 7-piece band in hymns as the ship sank April 15th, 1912, was recovered alongside its owner's body after about 10 days in the ocean. The New York Post reported on Friday that when we first saw the violin, we had to keep a lid on our excitement because it was almost as if it was too good to be true, said Andrew Aldridge of the Henry Aldridge and Son Auction House. I bet it was too good to be true. They're going to auction it off, man. He was like, jackpot, you know? Anyway, they're doing something. They said that the auction house said the current owner, who wished to remain anonymous, discovered the violin in his mother's attic in 2006. The violin was given to his mother, a musician, by a music teacher who obtained it from the Salvation Army. Here's my question, Demon Hunter. You ready?
Yes.
Are you ready for the question?
Sure, why not?
How in the world, okay, with all your skill and knowledge or whatever you want to call it, how could you just say this was the violin that was played while the ship sank?
It depends on the type of violin it was.
No, I want to know.
Well, let's say it was a Stradivarius. I'm not saying it was a Stradivarius, but let's use Stradivarius as an example.
Don't use your fancy terms with me. Don't use your words with me.
Stradivariuses in the world, and every single one that's in existence has been verified and been categorized and cataloged. So if it's a violin that is that well known, they would be able to determine whether or not it was of unknown origin. If so, they could date the actual wood. They could date the actual making of the violin and determine if it matched the violin that was used by the bandmaster of the Titanic.
So what you're saying is there's no way they could be certain. That's what I thought you said.
What I say is they can be certain, Sean, but I don't think they'd ever convince you.
No, I don't think so. I think it was fabricated. I could throw a violin. Here, I got an old one on the show. I'll throw that on the ground, and I'm going to say it was played by Leonardo DiCaprio. No, who was that one chick that was really stacked? His co-host that played on Titanic. Who was that? Kate Winslet.
Do you think it was played by Kate Winslet?
Yeah, was that it? No, it wasn't played by Kate Winslet. But what I was saying is who was that? That was her name, right? Kate Winslet.
Yes, Sean.
Man, she was beautiful.
How did we go from the violin on the Titanic to who was the stacked chick in the movie.
Her pasty white skin against the moonlight. See, I would actually, if I was on a boat with Kate Winslet and it was going down, you could have used her instead of poor Leonardo DiCaprio dying. He could have used Kate Winslet as a buoy, y'all, right?
Okay.
She had 2 flotation devices. If you look to your left and right, you'll see the exit doors.
Stop.
Don't stop me, I'm on a roll, baby.
The girlfriend you are drawing on the boat cannot be used as a flotation device. I'm sorry, Sean. It's not.
I'll do it. If we ever sink, I hope Kate Winslet's on the boat with me.
Oh, Sean.
Huh?
Hey, in Ukraine, apparently, killer dolphins.
Don't change the subject. I'm getting slightly aroused by this.
Well, maybe while they were floating in the ocean offside the Titanic, they might have been able to spot these killer dolphins.
Don't humor me, Demon Hunter.
Never mind. It's a lie.
Yeah.
It's not true. If you travel halfway around the world to see these killer dolphins, you're not going to see them. Because, as Mark Twain once said, a lie can travel halfway around the world, while the truth is still putting on its shoes. It's remarkable. It's true. It's
sexy.
That was certainly the case when the news hit in 3 different stories about lovesick killer dolphins going AWOL from the military training program in the Ukraine. Apparently, the information about the deadly swimming mammals was first reported by the Russian news agency RIA.
Lovesick?
Yes, lovesick. I kid you not. Which quoted that it was said that the source of it was a Russian Black Sea Fleet base in... Oh, everybody, if you haven't played the drinking game before, get ready to take a drink.
Yeah, want me to explain it to them? Guys, on the G&D, we have the GhostMan and Demonhunter show drinking game whenever we mispronounce a word. Because we've had too much to drink or we can't read, then you must take a drink, everybody. So Nathan just mispronounced. So whatever the drink of your choice is in front of you, swig it.
Sevestatpul.
Yes.
Okay, it's Russian. What do you want?
There's 2 drinks.
The Asian ones every week. The news spread like wildfire, including through the Atlantic.
Spread like the clap, like herpes.
That now I lost my place. See what you did?
You ruined it.
The takeaway: watch out for your for it in the Black Sea. Ukrainian killer dolphins are on the loose, spread across the internet. All lies, folks. All lies. None of this is true. If you've been reading any of the stuff on killer dolphins in the Ukraine, how do you get killer dolphins in the Ukraine anyway? Anyway, they were like going, "We are here for your women. Give us your women."
We come for your sister.
How much for the little girl?
What show? Real quick. What show was that? How much for the women?
That's with that. Anybody who can Twitter me.
Twitter it.
At G&D Show.
At
GND Show. And tell me what movie that was from. I've got a poster from Beautiful Creatures, the movie Beautiful Creatures. I'll send out to you.
Oh, what beautiful creatures are on that poster? No, but
I'm gonna call Mike. He's gonna just pick up the phone and go, "Yeah, I've been listening. I'm not talking to you guys."
Mike will cancel. Hey, Mike, if you're listening, don't cancel, brother. We're ready to get our Rook on. Mike Rook, he's been doing festivals and whatever all day long. He's probably drunk. He's probably, who knows what Mike's doing. He's on the road.
It's St. Patty's Day. We're going to talk to Michael Rooker like 20 minutes before the show starts.
Right.
Yeah, I think he might have had a drink.
Exactly. We'll have to ask you. Mike, are you drunk?
Hey, I've got some news, which leads us into this week's zombie advisory system, Sean. The G&D zombie advisory system.
What are you trying to, what?
I'm telling you to hit the music for the zombie advisory.
Zombie advisory. Here you go, guys. Zombie advisory. This is Nathan's segment. Huh?
There we go.
Is the music too low? I can turn it up.
No, it sounds good. It sounds good. This week's G&D Zombie Advisory System brought to you by Midnight Syndicate.
Yeah.
And it starts right now.
Okay.
New to the G&D show, we will be keeping you, our listeners, safe with the G&D Zombie Advisory System.
Listen, Nate, these are zombies. Ready?
The news to find out information that could lead to a zombie outbreak. Using this system means the chance of a zombie attack: green, low; blue, guarded; yellow, elevated; orange, high; or red, severe. Here's this week's advisory. Last month, the Canadian Parliament began debates with the Canadian Minister of Foreign Affairs to start working with American counterparts to develop an international zombie strategy.
International!
So that a zombie invasion does not turn into a zombie apocalypse. To quote Winnipeg Parliament member Pat Martin, "I don't need to tell you, Mr. Speaker, that zombies don't recognize borders. Zombie invasions in the United States could easily turn into a
What'd you say? What'd you say?
continent-wide pandemic." I'm gonna have to go back and delete that. A continent-wide pandemic is not contained. Minister of Foreign Affairs John Bird was quoted as responding by saying, "Mr. Speaker, I want to assure this member and all Canadians dedicated to ensuring that this never happened.
Yes, I'm dedicated.
I want to say categorically to this member and through him all Canadians, the ship of this Prime Minister of Canada will never become a safe haven for zombies, ever. Due to this report and the fact that Canadians, though laughing through this whole statement, are taking zombies seriously, we are keeping our zombie advisory system at blue, guarded. So keep yourselves protected, folks.
At all times.
At all times.
Keep yourself.
If you don't believe me, folks, go to YouTube. You will find this actual Canadian Parliament session where they debated whether or not they needed a zombie protective system, which is why we brought it here to the GhostMan and Demonhunter.
That's what we brought. Hey, this was I can't stop. This was your brainchild.
Because my brainchild. The zombie advisory system.
The zombie advisory.
One day I'm gonna come across a piece of news that saves everybody's life, and they're gonna say, "Thank God."
This is for you, dude, Hunter, for getting through that.
The Demon Hunter and the zombie advisory.
Good job. Good job on that delivery.
A quick shout out to Jill. Nitro Jill, our big fan who, I believe it's her birthday.
Is it Jilly's birthday? It is. No, I think it's Monday. I think it's Jill's birthday is Monday.
So it's tomorrow, so happy birthday tomorrow, Jill.
Yeah. Happy early birthday, Jill. Nitro Jill. She's the winner. That's right, go ahead. I have the right of way here on the airwaves. Yeah. Hey, she's the winner of every G&D show prize ever given away, I think. Grand prize winner. Huh?
You scare me, Sean.
No, hasn't Jill won pretty much everything we've ever given away?
No.
She hasn't?
No, she's won a lot of it, but not all.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Hey, what was the last one? We had Eddie Munster on.
Yeah, she won.
And she won. She got it. You still haven't sent us a thing, Jill, saying that you are showing the picture that's hanging on your wall.
You really got to stop.
She didn't send it to us, Nate.
Stop eating quite so much corned beef and cabbage just before the show there. So.
Terrible. I'm not the one that ate it. You did. Tell us about that. You said you ate corned beef and cabbage today. Tell us you're doing the whole traditional. I'm Irish American. I'm an American Irish, but you're doing it better than I am. All I'm doing is drinking late at night, doing a radio.
Than you are. I'm the Demon Hunter.
I'm just getting drunk in front of a microphone, broadcasting around the world.
And now, the zombie advisory system leads us into what, Sean?
It leads us into. Let me go through my notes here.
Your segment, Sean.
Rot Talk. What's happening this week? Demon Hunter on The Walking Dead.
This is when we, the GhostMan and Demonhunter, talk about what we think has happened and will happen on The Walking Dead. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not want any spoilers, or if you're catching up, if you bought the DVDs and you haven't watched this, gotten this far in the series yet, this is when you plug your ears and go la 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 until we're done, because we're going to talk about what's happened and what we think will happen on The Walking Dead.
And if you have a girlfriend, wife, or mistress, this is the time to leave the room and go do what you need to do. Then come right back and record it for us. We can play it live on the air. God, you're filthy. Let's check the 8-ball out. Hello, 8-ball. It's broke. It's still broke, Demon Hunter.
I don't think you're using the 8-ball anymore, Sean.
It's the 8-ball.
I don't think it's the 8-ball.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
That was for you.
So anyway, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Rot Talk.
Rot Talk in the news. Rot Talk, Rot Talk, Rot Talk. I had to change that sound. See, you told me to split it up. This is how it works in studio. You said, hey, let's split that segment up. And I set it up. And then I got wasted, and I didn't get to set it up right, so you didn't get your cue. What do you think about that?
That's wonderful.
I got music for you, though, brought to you by Midnight Syndicate, guys. Around the world, Midnight Syndicate, we love you.
Anyway, Rot Talk. The Walking Dead. And all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, what happened last week, Sean?
Well, you know, last week kind of, I'd like more excitement, a little bit more sex, stuff like that. I didn't get to see Andrea's side boob or anything like that. So, I mean, you know, Andrea came in and she tried to tell him, hey, you know, let's make peace, not war, which you guys know, all the men out there know, it's not going to happen. Okay? Rick and this guy, they're Demon Hunter, two men, they're sitting down, the guy's not backing down. Rick's not backing down. What's going to happen? That's right.
Gonna play a fart noise?
Yes. And then you got Andrea. Andrea comes in and goes, come on, guys. I know you both before the apocalypse or after it. I think everybody's great. Come on, let's make love, not war. And they say, get the hell out. And that was it. She had to leave, and then they sit there. Now, like you said before, Demon Hunter, did you give the spoiler alert? Did you?
I gave the spoiler alert.
Mushan, she's awesome, right? The one, the chick that just cuts heads off, guys. Rick's contemplating now giving her back to the governor for he can dismember her.
Not contemplate. He wants to contemplate it. But you know what? I think 2 weeks ago.
No, sir, you're wrong.
When Rick went back and found his old friend who saved his life.
Yeah.
I think that he saw what would happen if he turned into that guy, and so he's not going to do it. He's already realized he's got to stick by his people. He's not going to send Michonne back.
I don't know, bro. He told her.
If anything, he's going to use Michonne as bait to get the governor out in the open and pop him.
Yeah, I think so, but I think there's going to be a big thing where he can't tell Michonne, and she doesn't know, and she's going to be all, hey, what's going on here? And it's going to come right to the boiling point to where she's like, I'm going to have to kill Rick. And then he goes, wait, I'm not going to trade you out. And then they kill the governor together, and everybody has an orgy around the governor's corpse.
Why does it always end with an orgy?
You got to admit, that'd be better. You think we get hired on? Let's call the writers of The Walking Dead and ask them if there's any room for our orgy writing. Huh?
No.
Well, you know, hey, listen. The only thing the governor was missing in that room of his, he had all those chopped off zombie heads in the aquariums. He needed an orgy lamp, man. And then it would all have been good.
Now, Robert Kirkman, who writes... I'm jumping right over you here, man. Robert Kirkman, who writes The Walking Dead, is a smart writer. I think he's going to just... I don't think he's going to do what you expect.
Okay.
Well, I recently got to watch the panel discussion.
Oh, my mic got away.
Walking
Okay.
Dead crew,
Yeah.
That Robert Kirkman was there, and it was hosted by the host of Talking Dead. And to be honest with you, to watch Robert Kirkman sitting there and discussing this stuff was great. But to see him sitting there next to the host of the Talking Dead was, well, let's just say it was kind of like watching Hagrid sitting next to Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
You know, Chris Hardwick is his name. Chris Hardwick is the host of The Talking Dead. And he's this tiny little guy with a suit and sneakers on, sitting next to sitting next to Robert Kirkman, and he looked like Harry Potter sitting next to Hagrid. He's just such different people. But besides,
so he was like one of those kids that got beat up in high school a lot. I had to stand up for. Then that's what you're saying.
Well, he is also the host of the Nerdist. So what do you expect?
That's right. Hey, Demon Hunter, before you forget, my ADD goes away here, guys. Hey, I want to remind you guys, go to the Facebook or Twitter account of The Talking Dead and let them know that your GhostMan and Demon Hunter show are the biggest fans. We're trying to infiltrate The Talking Dead, guys. If you guys vote for it, if you guys go there and you tell them that you heard about The Walking Dead here, we've done Rot Talk, we've done everything else, and we get in there, we'll bring you with us. How about that? Huh? We'll see if we can bring you guys in there with us. But if you go there and just bombard the page, let them know, hey, these guys, you want to talk about the biggest fan? Come on. Let us report live from the premiere. I mean, do they have problems talking about orgies? I'm going to ask. I'm going to say, hey, why is there no more orgies in The Walking Dead?
You might be able to get away with it, Sean.
If I was to, see what Al Pacino said? If I was on The Walking Dead and I was the governor.
Sean, we were partners here.
That's what I'm saying. That's right. I can't have, I guess I could have an orgy. That's the whole point of orgy. We could have an orgy together. We could be partners. So let's say...
In that case, man, never mind.
That's why I left you out on that one. So if me and you were governors, I'd be the governor, of course, and you'd be the assistant. You would be that kid with the glasses on that I tell to do... I'm sorry.
Thanks a lot.
I'm kidding. You would be my second-hand man. You know that.
I told you, if I had to be a character, I would probably be Miles.
That's what I'm saying. You said that last week. But if we were the governor, I wouldn't want to kill anybody. I would put up a huge wall. I would arm it with armed guards. And we would only get heated when the moment happened. Now, other than that, it would be a sex colony, man. You know what I'm saying? It would be a sex colony. Everybody would be laid back. We'd have a couple rules.
What do you think is the reason that the governor kills everybody who comes in contact with him?
Oh, my God. Oh, there's another one. Huh?
What is the reason the governor kills everybody who comes in contact with him?
Well, he doesn't want competition. I'll tell you this other thing, guys. I think this is a secret thing that's going to come out. All this boo-hoo story about my wife, and she called me, and the ghost got her, or the zombies got her. I think it's BS. I think he made it up.
You think that maybe he bumped off his wife?
I think he killed his wife. He probably killed his daughter. The guy's a freak, man. I think that's going to be a huge thing.
What's the death of his wife and daughter that made him a freak?
I don't know. Hey, guys, can you feel that excitement in the air?
I can smell it from here.
20 minutes to Rooker. Mike, you better be standing by your phone, baby brother.
That's you.
Since you lied about St. Patrick. So that's Rot Talk, guys. GD, Rot Talk. Rot Talk. That's all our segments, Demon Hunter. We finished early tonight.
We did. Are you kidding me? We can't be done with all the segments.
I think so. Let me check the sheet here. Something about rednecks.
Excited. We went through them too quick. Hey, I do want to throw out there for folks listening, I do have a friend from Poughkeepsie Paranormal Investigators going to be throwing an event March 22nd, 2030. He's still selling tickets for it. You can find the information at thegarrisonhouse.com. That's TheGarrisonhouse.com. It's going to be a ghost hunting event. It's going to be sponsored by Poughkeepsie Paranormal, hosted by Poughkeepsie Paranormal. They'll have special guests there, Brian Harnois from Ghost Hunters and Ghost Hunters International. There'll be dinner, a lecture, and investigations to follow. So you can check it out at, like I said, thegarrisonhouse.com. Hey, I just said it, man.
Are you going to be there?
I am not going to be there because I actually have a job now, and
you have a job.
And besides, we have a show that weekend.
Jobs are lame. No, but getting back to this weekend, guys, St. Patrick's Day. This was the first St. Patrick's Day for the Ghostman that's landed on a Sunday, and I don't know how many years, Demon Hunter. Google it real quick. How long has it been since St. Patrick's Day landed on a Sunday? And I seen a picture I got so I got so intrigued by the moment, and I was like, man, I haven't went out all day. I'm in the studio. I'm going to put on a good show for everybody tonight. I went to, I think it's IrelandLive.com or something, and I wanted to see how my ancestors from there would have partied back in the day. You know, because everybody's a little different. I know but you know how. Check this out. If you want women, you go to a different country usually, and I guess Ireland, sweet peeps. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to my Irish peeps. If you go to Ireland and you're American, you got it, bro. You got it. I mean, all the chicks, everybody digs you. This is what I hear. This is what I hear from people who have been. If you guys, listeners around the world, if you're in the chat room, let us know. Have you ever been to Ireland? And if so, how many times did you score while you were there that night? And how long were you there for? That's very important. If you say like 12 times.
That night you were in Ireland before you got chased out.
Yeah, if you say you've had like 12 different ladies in Ireland, and you say you've been there 12 years, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. You got to have like 12 in what, Demon Hunter? 4 days? What would be the right, what would make you a stud? 4 days?
12 in 4 days? Where are you from, man?
Huh? America. Indiana. Naptown, baby. Indianapolis. Home of the Indianapolis Colts. That's where the Ghost Man resides. In studio, Demon Hunter.
You want his address, folks? Just Google me at. No.
Yeah, he'll give it out. We're supposed to use code names, but really, I'm the Ghost Man, and the other line of this microphone is the Demon Hunter. And but you guys know us as Sean and Nate. Huh? Thanks, Al Pacino.
There's no safety anymore. People are going to be showing up at my front door, knocking.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Hey, man, give us your money."
Like, I know not who this Ghost Man and Demon Hunter are.
Give us your money, huh?
I triple dog dare you!
I do. You ready for it?
My change. Here you go. Here's the change jar.
So we did G&D in the news. Big night today. Hey, I want to give a shout out to our friend Chris over at Hauntcast Radio. Guys, you got to check out Chris's stuff if you're a home haunt or whatever. He talks about, it's not like a show like ours, but they have a lot of fun. They talk about...
There are no shows like ours.
Yeah.
Can we consider ours a show?
I don't know, man. As soon as Sirius Radio XM picks us up, you guys will be able to hear us everywhere. Sirius, if you're listening, pick us up. Yeah, but, what was I saying, man? I'm half toasted anyway. Okay, Chris...
What? You were supposed to behave yourself tonight, Sean. We have Michael Rooker coming on.
I know, Mike's going to be awesome. He'll probably... who knows how long you'll stay on. You get the big stars on him. Mikey's really cool. I've heard Mike's cool. So you guys are going to find this out with us together. Right? We're going to find this out together because, a couple of weeks ago we had Eddie Munster on. And he came on, and we were running a little late, and Eddie was like, well, you guys are running a little bit late, but let's speak real fast. And I wanted to say, bro, listen, check out the last 6 years archives from our show. And,
we're lucky we started. Are you kidding?
You're lucky. You're lucky we left the bar soon enough to get on the airwaves. So, but that was a good one, Demon Hunter. That was a good show.
It was a good show.
And Butch was cool enough, little Eddie Munster. He was cool enough to give us presents to give away. He gave us and those were like $50 autographs or something, man. Did you see that?
I saw that.
You didn't see that.
I saw it. You had me Google it.
Yeah. Did you see Rooker's coming to town, Whorehound or Days of the Dead or something? I didn't see that. You have to pull that up a little bit later. I just found out the big stars expect us to know what their next appearances are. And I can barely know to come down to the studio every night or every Sunday night at 9. What time we start? 9:30. 7 now. We start at 7. Hey, we're early, man.
You're down. Please.
Settle down. Okay, guys, this is it. GhostMan and Demonhunter show. You're here. Demon Hunter, do you have anything, any last words before I cut you out of the whole mix?
You can't cut me out of the mix. That's not fair. We've still got like 6 minutes before we have to go, and I was just there's got to be something we didn't discuss. I mean, come on.
What about flatulence? It's a very real deal in America.
Can we take a 5-minute break? You go get a cup of coffee and sober up before Mike gets on.
No, I don't think I need to sober up, sir. I think you do. So step away from the microphone, take 3 steps back.
Oh, it's me.
And calm down. Yes, I think I'm fine. Yeah. But I feel good. And like I said, it's a huge honor to have Mike on tonight. So it's going to be a big show. There's going to be a lot of people Looks like there's a lot of people tuning in already. Just most of them aren't signed into chat.
But I guess before we go to break, then I'll just throw the announcement out there that next week we will be talking to Don Wildman of Travel Channel's Mysteries at the Museum and Off Limits. So, it's a big show for us next week.
That is a huge show for us. I used to watch that every weekend. He would come on, and I loved how he walked down walked down that road, and you had the fog moving in, and you had the dead end sign. Do you remember that?
Wait, wasn't that our show?
No, that was one of our episodes we did on Extreme Paranormal, and I think that it was real close to that. Showed the dead end. That's good, Demon Hunter. Good memory.
See, I'm clever.
Yeah, that was it, man. But
years of education.
It works out.
First through third grade, they paid off.
Yeah, they had
4 years because I repeated that for year first grade once.
What's that guy doing now? I mean, is he?
They're getting ready for a new season. They're coming out with a new show. So,
how many years that been on?
About it.
How many years has that been on the air?
You just trying to test me now?
On television, yeah. Get your fingers walking, baby, on the Google.
I can't Google you. I've got your ugly mug all over the screen here.
See, Google that on the internet machine, my friend. No, but I'm a hey, bow to your sensei. That's all I got to tell you.
Don't do it.
Did you bow?
There is no fear in this dojo.
Hey, Rocky. Now here's something we hope you really like. What movie? What movie?
The rest of the show, we're just going to throw out random lines from random shows. We have no, there's no agenda until Mike comes on right now.
That's it.
How did we run out of stuff? We planned everything to the minute, man.
I know. Magic 8 Ball. What do we do next? Nothing. Look at cheap, man. I'm going to have to go back to Kmart. This is crazy. How does a Magic 8 Ball break? It's magic. Listeners around the world, be sure to get in the chat room and let us know, how does a Magic 8 Ball break? That's what
I am embarrassed. I am ashamed. How could we have run out of things to talk about with Michael Rooker coming on the show in just a few minutes? And
because it's our show. We haven't ran out of things to talk about. This is actually how we do.
It never ends here. This is the one thing. We never get like that pause for like 30 seconds. That feels 2 years.
Like those loser shows. What do you mean? Howard Stern, stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, that guy.
Herman.
Howard, you know I love you. He's the one who called you a loser. You know that.
I didn't call. I love Howard Stern. One day we will sit in studio with the great Howard Stern, brother.
One day we will sit in a courtroom with the great Howard Stern.
Yes.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
No time for it, baby. Huh? Are these people, are they amused? Are you in the chat room? Are you looking at them?
I hope they are.
Hold on, let me move over here. I'm going to move the microphone away from here. It's following me right now. I'm going up to the chat room. Let's see what these guys have been saying. Let's put it out here. We got Stacy Peace.
Drinking? He sounds crazy.
No, I don't see that. You shook it too hard. Wow. Rooker Online said that. You shook it all night, baby. But we got a bunch of them here. Sex Garage. Stacy P78 says sex. They like our, see, look, side boob. Jerry Gypsy says side boob. I knew there would be somebody agree with me. Andrea, side boob.
You know, Sean, I was thinking the other day, you know how you and I were sitting around talking about the fact that the GhostMan and Demonhunter show, a lot of people hear that title now and they don't realize we do stuff other than ghosts.
Yeah. Before we did, that's how we got our TV show, guys, Extreme Paranormal, because when Nathan and I started out, I got into the ghost thing, and I still am, and we'll go to haunted places around the United States, and I just did last weekend, went to Octagon Hall, octagonhall.com, and I love a thrill. So I bring I'm an audio guy. I love to hear, and once you get a feel for it, man, you hear real ghost talk and stuff. It's like a drug. You get addicted to it. And Demon Hunter, what did you do?
Well, I was a historian and occultist. And we both wound up being reporters for Ghostly Talk Radio, and they invited the host of that, Doug, invited us out to Gettysburg, where we met.
That's right, and I think we were told you guys will never be successful at a serious radio show. That's I don't know why they said that.
Which is why we decided it would never be a serious radio show.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was thinking how you were sitting around saying, with our name, GhostMan and Demonhunter, everybody thinks we just do ghosts.
Yeah. Hey, my left eye is hurting. You think I'm having a stroke right here on the air?
ADD radio, folks.
No, it's serious. My left eye's hurting.
You buy Paxil.
I might be having a stroke.
Nothing else helps. Paxil.
Might be having a stroke. Help me, everybody. Help me. See? Al Pacino will help me.
You were saying this, that everybody thinks we do nothing but ghosts. And I was looking at our pictures the other day.
Educate ball, am I having a stroke?
Thinking about the fact that you've got now that chin curtain going on, and I've got...
That's been bugging me since last time you said, why is this a chin curtain? Why is it a chin curtain? This is my Abe Lincoln. I have no chins under here to hide.
Because Abe Lincoln had a chin curtain. If it came up over the bottom of the chin to the bottom of the lip, then it would be an old Dutch.
Then it would suck. It'd be like a Dutch rudder.
It would be an old Dutch beard, but because it just covers the bottom of the chin, it's a chin curtain.
Kudos to everybody who got the Dutch rudder reference. Thank you.
But with you having that and me having the handlebar mustache now, I'm thinking we can change the title to the Wild Bill and Amish Hitman Show.
I don't want to be an Amish hitman. I want to be a Lincoln zombie. I want to be a Lincoln zombie. A Lincolnite.
But Lincoln would never be a zombie.
How do you know?
Because he would rise up and be like, try to free the zombies from their...
See? And that's what the zombies need right now. They need a leader. I think everybody out there in the chat room and across America will agree that the zombies need leadership. I'm ready to lead them. I would gladly feed you to the zombies. These are, these people need help, Demon Hunter. They need help. These zombies. The lost dead. Huh?
Somebody needs help.
What are you doing? You like walking away from the microphone? You ready for break that fast? Hey, you got to get the Rook on the phone, man. The mic, the big man, Big Mike. You ready to do it?
I'm ready to do it.
You sure?
No.
You might not want to do it. Well, we're still got 5 minutes, man. So, do you have anything else to get out there?
Don't you have music you have to play?
Any more lame stories? Oh shoot, we still do have.
My stories are lame now.
Lame. But thanks for finding the stories, by the way, and sending them out.
Thanks for finding the stories. My stories are lame. I'm lame. Can I tell the folks here how the very first night we ever started a GhostMan and Demonhunter show?
Sure. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead. Go ahead.
How you were sitting on a box in your home because you had no furniture.
Yeah.
And I'm the lame one. Okay, I'm getting a little personal here because you called me lame.
Hey, that was due to a divorce. Everybody out there would they feel my pain. They've been to divorce before. Some of them.
Nope.
You want to talk about surviving a zombie apocalypse? Go through a divorce, Sean. My friend.
Smallest violins playing for you.
Where? Sound like that? Okay, guys, that's it, Demon Hunter. Do you have anything else left to say before I set forth my ruling on your execution?
Sean, you're an ignorant slut.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, guys, everybody, listen, we're going to take a break. It's going to be Twangin' Round again from, you can check out more about Twangin' Round from ReverbNation.com. Good friends of the show. Great band. And be sure, Demon Hunter, to stay tuned because we got Michael Rooker up next. You don't want to miss it from AMC's The Walking Dead, guys. Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But Mike's whole career, we're going to bring it up. We're going to step in the shadows. We're going to get hot. We're going to tear it up, guys. This is it. Mike Rooker up next, Demon Hunter.
Yeah, right. Whatever you say.
Okay, guys. Here we go. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
While they dancing in the dark, am I just another music man holding the world?
Hey, this is Doug Jones, the Silver Surfer from Fantastic Four, Gabe Sapien from the
At
the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up
I don't want to talk about, but right now, you are listening to the GhostMan and Demon Hunter Show.
Okay, welcome back, listeners around the world. This is the Ghostman. Ghostman and
At the
Demon.
tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording,
Hold
you
on
may
one second,
hang up
guys. I
or
think we got
press 1 for more options.
technical difficulties. We're right back. Hold on one second.
American Brotherhood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Doug Jones, the Silver Surfer from Fantastic Four, Gabe Sapien from the Hellboy movies, Billy Butcherson from Hocus Pocus, the Fawn from Pan's Labyrinth, and more that I don't want to talk about, but right now, you are listening to the Ghostman and Demon Hunter Show.
Welcome back, listeners around around the world. This is your GhostMan and Demonhunter show. Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day, guys. And we got, listen, I'm shaking. I've been doing radio for 7 years. We had our own TV show. I'm a huge fan back since Mike started back in 1985. I want to do this introduction. Right, Mike, give me 1 second. I want to bring you in here, buddy. Mike, tonight's guest, Michael Rooker. He's an American film actor known for his don't mess with me kind of attitude, guys. Mike's brought excitement and terror to the silver screen for years. He's most recently known for his work on the AMC's classic The Walking Dead, guys. Get ready to tear it up. Michael Rooker, welcome to the GD show, sir.
Hey, good to be here, man.
Hey, man, you're on the road. You're running like crazy, huh?
Yeah, I've been out here in my yard.
Cutting grass?
Doing kata for my the karate style that I train in.
Yeah.
And, so I'm a little out of breath.
You know, I did that, man. I took karate here in Indiana at Adamson's Karate. I did that for a while, so I know a little bit about kata, but I love that, man. So you're into the arts.
Oh, it's exhausting, dude. It's exhausting, and
spiritual.
It keeps me in shape.
Centers
cardio and keeps you stretched out, and I have a fun time doing it.
That's it, brother. It's good for the mind, body, and the soul. Huh?
Indeed.
You know, it's funny. I remember when I first started taking Tung Su Dao, I had one of those instructors who had the hardwood floor, and we'd do the push-ups on our knuckles, and we could do it in the middle of the summer with no AC. And then I moved, and I said, I'll just keep taking Tung Su Dao. And I went to the next place, and they had, like, the 6-inch padded floors and AC, and I was just like, well, this takes all the fun out of it.
Hey, Mikey.
Oh, man.
Hey, Mikey, somebody in chat.
You keep your students, I guess, when you have air conditioning. Maybe only the tough ones hang out.
The really nice thing about that was you'd go in on, like, a Wednesday night in the middle of July, and there'd be two of you. It's like private lessons because nobody wanted to show up.
I tried Pilates. I was the only one there. Huh?
Well, we did. I did Aikido for many years, and we used to have these seminars in the middle of summer, and we'd sweat off a good 10 pounds by the end of the day, and so. It's tough and a lot of fun though. It keeps you limber and in shape.
Hey, Big Mike, do you hit the gym too, brother, or do you do the kata and that kind of stuff? Is that what keeps you in shape?
I do the karate, but I also have a membership here at my World Gym, and which is only like 5 minutes up the road here, and I go and I train there. I do, and also when I'm on the road, I do. A little bit of the P90X, you know?
Yeah.
And I do that, and then I also have some bands that I use. I hook up to the door, and the military guys started using these things just to sort of stay toned and in shape when you're out in the field, right? So...
Well, I know somebody in chat just said, "Man, he looks so good," and then I realized they were talking about me, Mike. So I didn't.
Mike, I gotta ask. You go out and you do the karate and stuff like that. And you and I were talking before the show that you were training with a friend of yours, and now you're taking them out for their first shooting lesson.
Oh,
that's right. Him and his girlfriend. They're both Japanese. She's never shot before, and so I'm a co-owner of a shooting range out here in LA.
Nice.
And so I get to go out and shoot every now and then. I'm an avid shooter. I love the different sports they have with the firearms and I train and have a good time doing it. So I've been doing that for a long time. And so every now and then I get a friend will come by or come along and get a free lesson.
Oh, I love it too, Big. I tell you, Mike, I was on the sheriff's department out here in Indiana for the Marion County Sheriff's for 5 years, and I used to love going to the range, brother, because it was unlimited ammo, and you could.
Oh, I know, dude. That stuff costs so much already, and it's already gone up.
Oh man.
Well, what we do a zombie advisory alert on our show here. And one of the things we've been pointing out to people is if there's a zombie attack right now, everybody's pretty much in trouble because there's such a short ammunition.
Yeah.
Is what? Oh,
You can't find ammo anywhere anymore.
yeah.
that's why you always got to have a little bit on your own, and it's like being prepared, right?
Hey, Mike, is there something I want to talk about your career, though, not just The Walking Dead. I always thought, just talking about The Walking Dead, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's kind of like...
Let's get into what everybody wanted to talk to tonight. Days of Thunder.
Yeah. That was his big thing, Mike. Nate wanted to come on and throw everybody off and say, hey, we got you on. We want to talk about Days of Thunder. That was... So, hold on a second. I got
Days of Thunder is one of my... Days of Thunder is an awesome movie. Tom Cruise was a pretty cool guy to work with, and Tony Scott, the late Tony Scott, was just a fabulous director. And man, I was very fortunate, very lucky to be involved with that project.
Well, Mike, you got the
time on that playing Rowdy Burns.
You got to work with Duvall too. I mean, amazing. I mean,
I got to do my own driving.
Yeah,
got to learn from the best, and these guys these drivers that were on our team and taught us all how to drive were just phenomenal. They were great. They were great guys.
Hey, Mike, when you did that show, was it like the Richard Petty Driver School when they put you in there? I mean, because you're an actor. You're an amazing American actor. And, but you're not a race car driver, right? So, was it like Richard Petty's driving school or what?
It was more on the job training,
Okay.
We got a few lessons and safety and stuff like that, and then we started shooting the movie. And whenever we had free time, we'd go on the track and get some time in on the track.
Now, Mike, I got a question for you here. In Days of Thunder, you crash the car, you get brain damage. In Tombstone, they tie you to a horse and drag you till you're dead. In Walking Dead, they cut off your hand and leave you with a stump. Are you ever going to do a role where they don't mutilate your body?
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. But luckily, I've come out in whole in all those different projects, and it's just pretend. I didn't really cut my hand off now. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Well, some people for that role, they would have been like, well, you got the #1 show in America. You got a part.
No,
we got that's willing to cut his hand off for the role. Okay, Rooker, you got the job.
Let's take him. Here's the chainsaw, Mike. Yeah, that's it. But no, hey, Mike, I tell you what, on Netflix, and I knew this a long time ago, but the first time I seen your first piece, because a lot of people don't know that you were born in Jasper, Alabama, and then you came from there and you went to Chicago. You moved to Chicago, and you attended.
Right. That's right.
Brother, what was the name of the drama school? Goddard? What was that?
Oh, it was called the Goodman School of Drama.
Yeah, because my daughter's daycare is Goddard, so I was mixing them up.
Yeah, the Goodman School, and now it's at a different university.
Yeah.
It's at DePaul University. It's called. They've changed the name to the Theater School at DePaul.
Yeah.
And awesome school. I got all my acting training, of course, came from there.
But Mike, you didn't. You were in college. You were in college, and all of a sudden you woke up one day and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna try this thing, right?
Oh, I'd already been out of school, and so I went back to theater school for my training. Yeah.
Jesus, man. I tell you what, you made such a huge impact on the acting community, too. And I'm not just doing that to suck up when you're on the show, but, I mean, Henry Porter...
for that reason, too, but
yeah, well, I want to suck up a little bit, Mike. Hey, can I come to the premiere party? No, brother, listen.
Good.
You got...
You know what? It was... I was a late bloomer as far as the acting thing goes.
It was me too, with puberty.
I was already in my 20s before I made a decision to pursue acting.
Right. Well, your first role was, I would say, the most controversial role in 1985 with Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. And I know you've heard that a lot because it didn't even get released till like 2 or 3 years after you made it.
Yeah, it took about 4 years for him to release it. And we were just talking about Days of Thunder. As a matter of fact, when Henry was released, it was the same at the same time Days of Thunder was released. So I had a Days of Thunder, pretty high-end action Hollywood style movie at the time, and probably one of the most independently produced and acted and written pieces that people had seen at the same time. Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, came out at the same time.
Yeah,
it was just by coincidence that my film Days of Thunder came out.
Well, I got to tell you, Big Mike, after watching Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, I felt crazy, brother. It's one of those movies.
It's a crazy little piece, isn't it? I mean, before that time, the violence and the ugliness that you saw in cinema was done in a very romanticized, kind of stylized manner. Right. Henry was pretty easy, simple, down to earth, very naturalistic and documentary style, if you will. And it was a tough show.
Amazing.
My wife I was telling her you were coming on the show, and we were looking at everything you'd done, and she looked at Repo Man, the rock opera.
Yeah.
And she said, "I can't believe that's him."
Yeah, I did that. My buddy Darren Bousman asked me. I was doing a film up in Toronto, and he was going to do this thing there, this a little tiny little independent thing. It was going to be a short, so that he could get money enough to get financed for the bigger movie.
Right.
And so he asked me to do this short with him, and I decided that I of course, he's a friend, and I decided, yeah, I'll do it. Of course I will. We took a day and filmed. Took a day and a night and filmed it.
Now the ladies in the chat room want to know when you're gonna do a romantic comedy
with me. I'm kidding.
Oh my God!
Come on, Mike. I'm kidding.
Yeah, but I don't. No, but I don't get a lot of that kind of fare offered me.
He's the bad boy.
I'm more known for extremely intense projects.
Right. Don't mess with me.
I've done some comedies and of course action and horror, but most of my characters are pretty intense and tough guys.
Hey, I tell you what though, I got a big question, Mike. Preparing mentally for, we got a little taste of nothing what you got a taste of, but we got a little taste of camera and being on the air and everything. And it happened so fast for us, our head was turning, man. It was a reality TV show. So I can't even imagine for you, but we didn't have much time to prepare. With you got to read over these lines. Now let's get back to AMC's The Walking Dead, of course, because that's everybody's hot on that right now or whatever. And you have a huge film career before that even happened. But it is an amazing thing right now going on. I mean,
I do want to say
it's amazing. It's awesome, huh?
It's an awesome show. It's an awesome premise. Nobody thought when it came out, a zombie TV show was going to do anything, and then bam! It was out of the box, and everybody wanted to watch it. They're doing things where you can come on the show and be a zombie on the show if you win the prize. And
do a walk-on zombie role.
That's it. Hey, Mike, can you get us on the Talking Dead with you, brother? Come on now. Come on. Mikey, come on. I have mouths to feed, Mike.
I thought it was hysterical when you were on there with, when actually from Comic Book Guys, now I can't remember his name.
Comic Book Men.
Oh, Kirkman?
Kirkman was on there with...
Kevin Smith.
And Kevin Smith... Kevin Smith said, "I know how to take out Merle. All you got to do is stink palm him."
Bring in some chocolate-covered pretzels, right?
Yes. Dude, I don't know. Hey, Mike, last week, and I don't know if you think this is wrong or right, but my 4-year-old daughter, me, my fiance, and my 4-year-old daughter, Addie, we sat down every Sunday night, and I can't stop her from watching Yombies. She calls them Yombies with a Y. So and I know, and so we're sitting down there and we're watching you and everything, and we all noticed last week's episode. I remember Carl was in the prison, and then a couple other people, and they said, hey, we're not doing this. We're not going back to get Daryl, your brother. And you said, hey, man, I don't feel good about this, sitting on the sideline. And you gave that little eye twitch. You're so good in all your movies. You're good at expressing yourself without even speaking. And you gave that eye thing. And I remember Stacy, my fiance, she speaks up and she says, Merle's up to something. She said he's going to take everybody out, man. They better clear the prison because Mike's going to tell her he's going to take them out, Merle. So, hey, just go ahead and save everybody some time, Mike. Just tell us the end. How's it all end? You know, I know you can come out with it. I'm kidding, man.
That's right. Oh yeah, I'll tell you exactly what happened. I won't care about any sort of spoiler whatsoever. Yeah. It's cool though. It's cool that I think most people who watch this show don't want any spoilers.
Right.
They want to, you know, either they're going to watch them back to back, or they go and they get together with friends every Sunday night and enjoy the show. That's what I'm doing this Sunday night. I mean, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Well,
you know, hanging out with the family and watching the show.
You're gonna be talking.
It's funny because I remember when Sean and I, like you said, when we were doing television, the gag clauses in our contracts must have been like 3 pages long.
Gag.
And we were just we were just doing reality.
Right.
You must be like a walking time bomb of information.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't go out and drink with your friends because you'd be looking over going, I'm not supposed to tell you this.
Dude, they got a bomb strapped to Mike's back. If he says anything, it just goes off. They have to replace it.
Yeah, I can't. I got to be careful of what I say. I got to be careful of what I don't say.
Right.
You know, people are constantly trying to ask me questions that are trick questions that end up being something. If I don't say anything, it means one thing, and if I do say something, then I'm going to spoil something.
Right.
And so I literally just I call them on it every time. I catch them every time. They haven't caught me yet. So.
Well, I know you said we couldn't discuss any of this stuff we talked about earlier, but I gotta just ask you. So Merle dies tonight. Exactly how does that happen?
That's terrible, man. That's terrible.
That's the kind of things that people they try to get me to get involved in a conversation like that all the time.
I tell you what, Mikey, we can't thank you.
It doesn't usually happen.
We got extremely lucky, man, with Juliet and Amy from your website. Everybody that's gotten into getting you here, because me and Nathan, from before we even started the show 7 years ago, we've been huge fans of yours. I mean, there's big actors out there, and you're one of them, brother. I just want to tell you that. And that's
right on, man.
Sean and I had in
good
common.
to be here on your show.
Thanks, brother.
One of the big things Sean and I had in common when we met was Tombstone.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mike, I wanted to tell you, the guys from high school are going to kill me. We used to play a drinking game on Tombstone. We'd watch it, and when they would say, I'm your Huckleberry, we'd take a drink, man, and I loved it. You guys ride in. He said, what's that, McMaster's? Brothers to the bone, right? You said, not after this night, baby. And you owned it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Sean, I
gotta tell you, I had so much fun on that show. I mean, riding horses and shooting guns.
History.
And walking around with a 6-shooter on your side. It's like after the show was over and we finished and people were driving home and flying home, you get to your hotel and you just feel naked without your sidearm on, and you really did. I mean, you get so used to having it on your hip that when it's not there, you just felt funny.
Now, people want to know if you have any insights on the zombie apocalypse there, Mike. Is there anything that you can give?
I have a lot of insight on the zombie apocalypse because, as you know, I did a Mythbusters show out here in California, and I came in to do. I ended up being their zombie specialist.
Now, that's what I was going to ask you about. They said on your website, they said that Mythbusters coming out, more to come soon. This is late breaking news, guys, from Mike Rooker. Big Mikey's in the house. You guys just heard that first on our show. That's good too, because we love Mike.
No, it's going to be a fun show. It's going to be really cool. They're doing a zombie special, and they called me in to come up there and help them out with with some of so give them some of my expertise on how to fight and kill zombies and all that kind of stuff. So it's a great show, and I went back 2 or 3 times to do some more. Every time I finish filming with them, and I go home or be on my way home, they'd call me and ask me if I'd come back and do some more. So I kept coming back and having a good time. So,
see, that's what sucks, Mikey. We gotta actually get another TV show just to hang out and have a beer with you. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah, man. That would be cool.
Well, I wish. I don't know. Demon Hunter, do you think they'll pick us up again? What do you think, man?
All we have to do is say, well, Mike Rooker endorsed us. You got to take us.
Come on, Mikey. Endorse us on the show.
Yeah, man.
No, but Mike, you've done so much, man. I mean, Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, when you first started on that, dude, you didn't even seem nervous. I mean, how do you get a big role like that right out of the gate? So controversial. You had to know going in when you read that script, dude, this is going to be huge. How did you not get nervous, man?
It was. I don't really get nervous when I do that kind of stuff. A lot of people do, but I don't. Before I'd done Henry, I'd done a lot of theater, so I was a bit intrigued by the whole process of making a film, and it was literally my first film that I ever did with any sort of through line. My characters, up until that point, if I did like every now and then, I do a little go in and do a little day player type thing, and it was pretty simple and easy, kind of walk on stuff. And, but my real break was Henry when I got that role, man. It was an awesome piece.
Yeah. Now, Mike, people want to know, Walking Dead is one of those shows where you could be reading the script and all of a sudden you see you're gonna die. Did you know you were coming back for season 3?
I did. You know what? I knew I was coming back for season 3 officially at the end of the about a week or so after the end of in episode 2, where I came back and I ended up being my brother's guardian angel type thing that was in his mind, and he was dying in his delusional state. He brings back his brother, so I come back and I motivate his ass the way only Merle can motivate a little brother. I tell him basically if he doesn't get up and climb that hill and get the hell out of there and save his own ass, I'm going to kick his teeth in. So he was more afraid of me kicking his teeth in than dying. So
do you think that if Merle had been an only child, he'd be even more deadly than he is now?
Maybe. I don't know. Merle is a very interesting character. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, man, I'm having a grand time. I'm enjoying working on the show, and I'm very, very fortunate to get to be the actor that portrays Merle.
No, I think I'd be safer, though, in a room with Merle armed with a gun than I would be in a room with Andrea. Because Andrea doesn't...
Of course you would.
Yeah, but see...
snaps and pulls the trigger.
Let me just say, Merle doesn't look as good with the side boob shots and the low... Come on, man. You can't put Merle in a towel. You know what I mean?
No, I think Merle would be a pretty cool guy to hang out with.
I think Merle's the kind of guy that if you have something to offer him, he's going to let you live.
Right.
As long as you agree with Merle, you're going to be okay.
I don't know. He smoked T-Dog on the top of the building there while he was sniper rifling all the zombies out.
Well, don't interrupt Merle when he's killing zombies. Plain and simple. Everybody. These guys should have known that. T-Dog, when he came up there shooting off his mouth, trying to make Merle get down and off there and stop shooting the zombies and wasting bullets.
See, I would have came up to you and said...
Merle doesn't give a shit about wasting bullets. He's just enjoying himself, popping the heads off zombies.
See, I'd have came up to you, brother. I'd said, Mr. Dixon, can I speak to you, sir, for a second? Please, can I speak to you?
Well, I'm sure the situation would have turned out differently if he had done that.
Right, absolutely. But you like I said, you've done so much, man, on the wall. Is there any? What do you guys do? Like before? Hold on. Here goes ADD. I'm jumping in front of the cart here. I'm putting the horse in. Wait, not in front of the cart. I'm putting the horse. Yeah, I'm putting the cart in front of the horse. Help me out here, Mike. What kind of jobs did you do before you hit it big, man? Was it like the rest of us, White Castle, stuff like that? What kind of jobs did you work before you hit it big?
Oh, dude, I was, well, when I was younger, I was a lifeguard.
Right.
I was a lifeguard for about 3 years, 3 summers, and then I've done all sorts of stuff, man. I mean, when I got the job for Henry, when I got the Henry job, I was cleaning office buildings.
Wow.
And working doing that as I was doing theater, and when I was in theater school, I only had my one job, and that was at night cleaning offices in an architectural firm. So I had that gig, and that was one of those kinds of gigs where you go in the middle of the night, clean the space,
right,
and then you're done. It doesn't interfere with any other part of your life, and you're up late anyway, and so.
Hey, Mike, I tell you, since we got the TV gig, man, we got lucky, and we got our own little TV show there, and it got canceled. And man, I tell you, when you go, doesn't it change your mindset, though? When we first got back home from beautiful California or traveling all around the country, whatever we was doing, and it's not that I'm better than nobody, because I'm not better than anybody. We got lucky, bro. But I tell you, it's I work for an airline, and, coming back was so hard to get back into the motions. I can't even imagine you're working on all these plays, people are standing up, they're applauding, and all of a sudden you go, I got to go clean this office building.
Oh well, back then I wasn't that well known. I mean,
right.
I was just doing a regular theater actor,
But it wasn't what you wanted to do. Didn't it eat your mind up? I mean, you wanted to be in theater. You wanted to be on the stage, and doing something like that just tears your heart out, doesn't it?
No, I enjoyed doing theater, and having a regular gig where you go and make money. Your money gig was one thing, but theater didn't pay a lot of money back then. So, you're just doing your job as an actor and auditioning for TV and film. And I was just lucky enough to have landed. Land the role for Henry, and Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike,
it ended up being a great role for me.
For $15 an hour and a small insurance packet, or benefits packet, GhostMan and Demonhunter Show will clean your trailer, okay? It'd be spotless, brother. And then we can go play Frisbee or something. How about that?
There you go.
I talk to a lot.
Well, you know what? Every actor has, when they first start out, has really got to think, well, what am I going to do to make some money? Because you're not going to make any money in acting for a number of years. I mean, you got to pay your dues and get out there and sharpen up your technique, and you get a lot of that when you go to a theater school. But once you get out of school and you're out there working, you still have to have a job like being a waiter or a bartender or cleaning offices like I did. I mean, you just do whatever you got to do.
Well, see, you give me hope because I'm stuck out here in the cornfield of Indiana, and you're a Chicago boy, so I feel good about it, man.
Well, you're part of the Hoosier Nation, my friend.
That's it, baby. Go Hoosiers. Go Big Red.
Yeah.
It's funny too because I work with a lot of film students and theater students, and I tell them all the time, a bad day filming is still 100 times better than a good day doing any other job.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, no kidding, dude. But I got to tell you, man, on The Walking Dead, we work our asses off.
Oh,
bro.
yeah, man.
I mean, it is a tough gig. It's a tough physical gig, and you are tired at the end of the day. You're wiped out.
Yeah, could they have picked a harsher terrain for you to film on? I mean,
doubt.
They could have said, we're going to do this in the middle of the Serengeti, and at least then it would have been a dry heat.
Bring in the camels.
Yeah.
Bring in the camels.
No, dude, when you're down there in the Atlanta area, and it's humid and 110 degrees in the shade, and I'm not joking here. It was 115 degrees when we did the rooftop scene in episode in season 1 when I came on, and I was stuck on the rooftop. Yeah, that was about 115 degrees that day.
Atlanta, baby. Atlanta. Thank you, Georgia.
Yes.
You know, my dad brought some property down there. Dad worked at General Motors for like 35 years, Demon Hunter and Mike. And we had this, Dad bought like 13 acres of land back in the 80s. You could buy like 13 acres of land. This guy was going through a divorce, and you always knew these guys at the plant at General Motors. And the guy'd be like, listen, man, I'm going through a divorce. She's going to rob me blind. I'll sell this to you for like $3,000. So we had all this property out there. Yeah, and Dad sold it to a doctor for like $5,000. And I guess the property now to this day is crazy. I mean, you couldn't even get next to it for like $300,000. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's there's also that aspect that you've got
Georgia
all the
Clay.
different stuff that comes along with doing this show now, because you've got, what is it, the video game coming out in 2 days.
Survival Instincts, baby.
Survival Instincts. That's a game produced by Activision, and me and Norman Reedus, we get to play ourselves, our roles from The Walking Dead. We get to in game form, and so it's going to be a fun game. I think people are going to enjoy it. It's not going to be Black Ops 2. Okay, I did Black Ops 2. I played Mike Harper in Black Ops 2.
Amazing.
And so that's a very high end. That's one of their high end Activision's. The pinnacle of gaming,
That's insane.
That damn game made $500 million on the first day it came out. So,
but see,
very popular.
Mikey, I think you're going to be shocked, bro, by this Walking Dead, because I myself, this is the first time my kid screamed until I went and put a deposit down on the game, which is due to be, guys, for your information, The Walking Dead Survival Instincts with Mikey and Norman Reedus. It's due out Tuesday. You can get it Monday nights at, I know, GameStop, to name a few. At midnight, they're going to have a big release party. You can pick it up there. Mike, you owe me, what is that, $53? Mike, my kids, man, you owe me $53. They said, Dad, we got to have it.
Oh, you're going to get $53 of love and fun out of that game. I'm sure you will.
I found it interesting recently watching the Walking Dead panel that Emily was saying that she has dreams of riding on the back of Norman's motorcycle.
That's not Norman's bike. That's Merle's bike, as a matter of fact. Don't ever forget it.
Is that Merle's bike? Really, Mike?
That's Merle's bike.
Well, don't you remember Norman had Daryl had Merle's drug stash in the back of it when he.
That's right.
That's right.
So how did Daryl Dixon come in with Merle? You guys both ride in on the bike to the camp in season 1? Is that how it happened?
Yeah, probably. I mean, the poor guy didn't have his own.
So Daryl was a bitch, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, Norman Reedus, thanks for never coming on our show now. Thanks, Demon Hunter. Appreciate that. We love you, Norman. Oh, man. But Mikey, I tell you, having you on tonight, Bub, we've been doing this for going off 7 years now, and it's just a huge delight to have you on tonight. A huge actor, even before The Walking Dead. But like I said, this is a huge thing. I mean, no TV show.
You, man.
Hey, brother, I remember growing up watching Mom. She would pull me in, and I'd have to watch, while I was playing with my Star Wars figures, I'd have to watch Dallas to see who shot JR. And I would have to watch Knots Landing. You remember that stuff?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and now you got The Walking Dead. You know.
I mean, The Walking Dead is the biggest thing on TV right now, dude. It is just blown up.
It's huge, dude. It's on fire.
People are digging it.
It's on fire. And then you got Chris Hargrave or whatever. He does The Talking Dead. I've never seen a TV show have its own show after the show. You know what I'm saying? The thing runs to like 3. The thing runs to like 3.
Dude.
I'm going to call.
What a great idea. And it's just that's blown up as well.
Hey, Mike, I'm going to call into Chris tonight, and I'm going to be like, dude, listen, this is Sean B from the GhostMan and Demonhunter show. I just had Mikey on the radio show. He's going to say, okay, we're going to put you on hold. Next caller. Watch. I guarantee it's going to happen.
Oh, well, I'm getting ready for the show tonight. I mean, and I generally watch the earlier version. You know, I have my cable station. I'm able to watch the Walking Dead, the very first one. So that's like would be the East Coast time.
That's what I was saying, Big Mike. I think this is history. We got you on 15 minutes. By the time we end, 8:45. It's 8:40 now, Eastern. Yeah. By the time we end, it'd be 15 minutes before The Walking Dead premieres, and it'll be 2 days before your video game show comes out. Come on, man. Give us props. Is this the first time? Come on.
I'm telling you, dude. I am like a pig in mud. I love it. I just love it, dude. I'm going nuts over it.
Speaking of the pig in mud, you just got done with Comic-Con. How does it feel to like be there and like see people walking around with a fake blade stuck to their hand?
I did. I saw a few people with the Merle hand.
Was your face?
People had little Merle on their arms.
That's got to be great. It's like not only do you have your own character now on one of the biggest shows on television, you have your own action figure, and now there's people walking around Comic-Con as you.
It's very strange.
Have you seen any big fat Italian men with your face on their buttocks yet, tattooed?
Well, not yet. Although I took a photo with a beautiful young lady that had a picture of me on her shoulder, tattooed on her shoulder.
Oh.
See, Sean, there's your next tattoo.
See, Mike, listen.
Sean's next tattoo is going to be a tattoo of a woman with a tattoo of you on her shoulder.
With a tattoo of Mike on her shoulder. Listen,
Mike gay about it, you know.
When I was,
it'd be
that's pretty scary.
Hey, man, when I was single before I had kids and stuff, could you imagine having a TV show and you walk into a bar and be like, "Hi, you come here often?" She's like, "Yeah, matter of fact, I got your face tattooed on my back." Huh?
Oh, that's scary. But, it's amazing, the artistry that's involved with tattooing nowadays. I mean, they can be so explicit, and the detailing is just phenomenal. It's like some of them. It's as good as looking at a photograph.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't showed all your pictures, Mike. We're showing a live picture show. You can check it out on YouTube, brother. If you put it on your page, we'd love you for it. We love you anyway. But we're doing a live show with a motion background. It's got all the cool pictures of you and Daryl, and you're throwing up your hands, and they're awesome pictures.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that, dude. I'll go on and check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, brother. It'd be on Paranormal Master 1's channel. You can check all that stuff. Paranormal Master 1's channel. It's GhostMan and Demonhunter show, and I do this whole show for you, brother. We set out this whole spread just for you, man.
Oh, thank you so much.
No, thank you, bub. Thank you. But hey, when you were doing Tombstone, was that on location?
Yeah, we did that out in Arizona, Tucson, Arizona.
Wow. And that's the thing I was going to ask you about. That's the thing I was going to ask you about The Walking Dead. Now, coming down to the G&D Show studios, we have a big poster of Rick riding the horse, Lincoln riding the horse into downtown Atlanta.
That's right.
Is that Interstate 65? And how did they get that blocked off? Come on, man.
That's some sort of digital photo, dude.
Right.
Those cars are not really there, man. They put those in digitally. So.
Oh, now my entire existence is shattered.
I hope I didn't.
Destroyed my sense of disbelief.
Hold on, Mike. I got to go on the windowsill. Hold my hand. I'm only
I really didn't mean it, man.
my house is only 5 feet off the ground, but hold my hand. I'm going to walk out here on the sill.
Now I feel bad.
I'm going to do it, man. It's over for me. I'm going to do it. You guys are crazy.
You can't die on me, Sean. I just bought a new board.
Hey, Mike, we had a Magic 8 Ball. We had a Magic 8 Ball tonight. I bought it to see if we was going to have a good show with the Rooker, and it broke. Yeah. I shook it up. Listen.
There was too much good luck out there with Mike coming on for the ball to handle, Sean.
You hear that, Mike?
The Magic 8 Ball broke?
It broke, brother. Listen, I shake it up. Is Mike the best in the world? I'm saying yes. It's black. There's nothing. Hey, listen.
Only Sean can break a Magic 8 Ball.
Who dies tonight on The Walking Dead? It says uncertain. It actually showed up, though. It says uncertain.
Does that actually...
So it's back working. Okay, you got it working again.
Mike fixed it. He's a holy man.
You guys, Mike, have no warning, though, when a character is going to die, do you? You literally find out when you get the script.
You know what? We get our scripts about midway through the episode that we're on at the time, and so we're working on 2 scripts at the same time all the time. So that's usually if there's something big coming down the pipe, a lot of times we'll get a heads up, but mostly. We don't really know what's going on until we actually read the script.
That's it.
Now, I just have one last thing, and then I'll let Sean wrap up with our last questions for the night. But I just wanted to ask you, a lot of shows you hear about people ad-lib, and then other people say that the script is so great they don't have to. How much of what gets put in is from you guys actually working on the show, and how much of it is just the script?
Well, the script is constantly changing, first off. As we get the script, we read it for the first time. People give their notes, and the script changes. And then from then on, the script is constantly evolving and changing. So, if you say, for example, had the ability to see the original script for any one of these episodes, and then you have it in front of you as you're watching the episode, you'll probably notice there's quite a few changes, and not necessarily changes that they did in the script, but maybe the way they ended up editing the episode is not the same as the script. So we are constantly working on the script and changing the dialogue and changing situations.
So if we looked at that script, we would see the differences. So how do we get our hands on one of these scripts before the show there, Mike? It's
I think sometimes they auction them off, or they give them away to fans and stuff like that.
We're big fans, Mike. Get us a script.
Yeah, right.
It'll probably be one of the scripts that's already been shown.
That's fine. That's fine.
Hey, Mikey, it's 12 minutes.
You could go over it. You could go over it as you're watching the show.
Hey, Big Mike, it's 12 minutes to the start of The Walking Dead. We don't want to keep you, brother. I tell you, I keep you all night, man. But is there anything else you want to promote? I know Horror Hound and Days of the Dead, people like that are coming through town. Do you want to put anything out there like that? Rooker Online?
Oh, Horror Hound. I'll be in Cincinnati this coming weekend. Yeah, at Horror Hound.
That's it. Hey, I tell you what, Demon Hunter. Hey, Mike, could you stay on the line for a minute?
Yeah, oh, sure.
While we wrap up, we just want to wrap up with you after we end the show here. Just want to throw out there, folks, for those of you who have been listening tonight, and for those of you who will be listening on the archives, Michael Rooker, you can find out more at michaelrookeronline.com. Don't miss that. You can catch his tweet and his Facebook and everything else right there. He's got a load of people who set this stuff up for him so that he can get back to you. Obviously, you've been listening on the GhostMan and Demonhunter show, and if we can talk to him, hey, anybody can. He's a wonderful guy. He's going to get. You got to get out there and check out his website.
Hey, listen, everybody, we're superstars. We're going to clean Mike's trailer. You guys heard it first here on the G&D show. Mike promised. Okay, guys, that's
and
it.
Don't forget next week, Mike Wild or Mike. I've got Mike on my mind now.
Yeah.
Don Wildman of No Limit or Off Limit and Mysteries at the Museum will be on next week on the GhostMan and Demonhunter show. Don't miss that, which will be March 24th. And other than that, Sean, I just want to thank Midnight Syndicate again and everybody else who's been a wonderful guest, and I'll turn it over to you.
Turn it over to me, baby brother. I want to say this has been a huge night, the best night for me. We had Mikey on. Big Mike, thank you so much. Michael Rooker, star of AMC's Walking Dead. I can't even tell you guys, he's been a star for years. Mike, thank you, bub.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys.
All right, stay on just one more minute, Mike. I tell you guys, live from the G&D studios. This has been another G&D exclusive interview with Big Mike Rooker, guys. He's tearing up the studio tonight. Special thanks, Hotcast, Midnight Syndicate, and Souls Design Graphics, everybody. Hey, don't go changing, America. You know we won't. We love you.
Good night, everybody.